Alright, it's time to glass. We've got our cardboard set out. Lay out your big piece of 36 by 72 and lay a wing in there. Fold it over and cut out the shape. Not too hard. Alright, let's get our elevator. Just kind of follow this pattern. You'll do alright. Get yourself a nice new sharp X-Acto knife. Cut the part out. We have a glass kit that you can get from us if you like. It includes the Z-epoxy and 2 deals of glass from SIG. Okay. Got our vertical there. And our other horizontal. Let's do our missile rack. Get both of them. The glass is real easy to cut when you're cutting over the cardboard there. You can throw away that cardboard later. It's like you're recycling it. Okay, let's get our ventrals. No carbon fiber needed on them ventrals. Okay, let's get our Z-epoxy. Once again, love this stuff. And we'll mix it up around a 60-40 mixture with alcohol, denatured alcohol. About a milk consistency is what we're looking for here. Remember, we're going to get the strength in glassing from the weave. All we have to do is tie in the weave and we're going to be in there. We don't need a big thick layer of epoxy on here. We just want to tie the weave together. That's where we're going to get our strength. We're going to stay nice and lightweight also at the same time. Remember, all that alcohol is just going to evaporate away. So we just simply brush it on. Make sure it's, spread out nice and even. It's kind of hard to put too much on with it thinned out like this. Just a nice even layer is all you need. If it starts to run, it's too thick. You're there, right over the leading edge. And you can actually hold on to it and it really doesn't stick to you. Now let's straighten out the glass. And starting at the leading edge, we'll just start brushing it back. This is a quick, easy way to cover foam or balsa wood kits, whatever. And nice and strong. It just so happens that glass and foam, they really like each other. This is a nice mate. And then the carbon fiber, of course, is really the strength of the whole thing. But all three tied together, you have a structure that approaches what the full-scale structures are. Strong and lightweight. Alright, let's just fold this on over. And get a little bit there on the top. Alright. We got a Cool Whip Cool Whip dish there that we're going to set that on. It won't stick to that later, but it can dry like that. And once again, let's get our baby powder. Keep our hands nice and dry. We may even want to change gloves halfway through this. Alright, let's do our ventrals. Alright. This is going to be a nice, strong, lightweight part. You'll be amazed at how strong this thin little piece of foam turns out with this fiberglass on there. You're creating a real composite structure here. Alright, not so hard, huh? Let's do a wing. Basically use the same technique as used on the smaller parts. This works out real nice. Oh, by the way, all the flying that was done earlier on this video was done with a YS-45. The takeoff loop was done with a tune pipe on the YS-45. The rest of it was all done with a standard exhaust. Okay, looking good. All smoothed out. Okay, let's flip it over and we're going to do the other side. Okay, let's pull the glass around the leading edge. And we can set the wing right down on the box. It's not going to stick, and if it does, it won't stick bad, and you can just brush it down when we flip it back over. Just kind of brush that 3/4 ounce glass cloth straight. Get all your bubbles out. Alright, it's getting all nice and smooth. You are going to have one tough, strong, neat wing here. Alright. Alright, let's pick it up. Take a look at the bottom, make sure it's all real nice. And it looks good, so let's put this one on a gluconate dish. ERG. Basically a plastic dish. And let's fix up those edges. You want to add a little bit extra to all the edges, the trailing edges, because they go pretty thin. Alright, let's do a missile. This is a missile rack and the missile. Use a template for the fins later. Alright, let's do an elevator. The full flying stab. We'll just glass right over the channel for the elevator rod. Make sure you do the edges. And if we have too much hanging off, let's cut it. Can fold that on over. Time for the fuselage. We'll do the air brakes. We're going to do all the tight areas first. Just kind of do it in real small sections if it gets tight like this. Glass goes on easy. Got to work with it a little bit. I don't think you'd want to try to iron on cover this fuselage. Glass is by far the easiest way to go. Alright, we just cut out some sections, and starting at the back, we'll do the engine area. Alright, one of our leveling blocks, we need to cut around that and just take that hunk of glass and throw it away. Alright, fit it on down around the leveling block and smooth it out. Take your time, no hurry. That Z-epoxy takes quite a while to dry. And if it starts getting thick on you, just thin it out with a little more denatured alcohol. Look at that, it just smooths right down. The glassing is really nice to work with on this plane. Alright, we're going to go over the retract area. This is going to add a lot of strength to the retract doors. Which you're going to later put in. Boy, are they neat. Alright, work on the intake area. Also where your nose gear door will be. Cut around that level block. We'll fix that up later once we get the wings put on and the verticals and the horizontals on. Okay, let's glass the front intake area. That's kind of a tight area in there, so you have to work with that one for a little bit. I've had the most fun in this area. Just kind of push it on in with your brush. Working with a small piece is pretty much the way to go. You can cut it a little bit and use your scissors. Just make sure you clean everything with denatured alcohol. Alright, we're going to do our nose area. Our area for where our hatch is going to be. And we'll just wrap it around the nose here. Easy, anybody can do it. Alright, you might want to measure out your pieces and lay it in and glass away. Your plane's slowly taking shape. You're dressing her up, you're getting her ready. use a razor blade anywhere you need to cut, to fit that glass in all those little nooks and crannies. Okay, we want to just glass this side here, back of that elevator rod. Oh, we got a bird to help us here. Alright, the real pilot there, that's Buddy. By now, I'm sure you're getting the idea how to do this. We're going to just go through it so you guys don't have any questions. Because once you do it one time, you're going to know how to do it. And it's a piece of cake. You'll like it. Okay, let's seal the cockpit area. We don't need to glass this area. You can if you want, but you don't have to. But we do need to seal it for sure. That glass cuts so easy on that cardboard. Alright, let's do your side piece. Notice how we started from the back and working our way forward. And get the other side. Around the gun there. And the bulge behind it is part of the gun also. People ask, what's that bulge behind the gun? Alright, let's do the exhaust here. You saw how we just kind of rolled it in that pattern, so the glass will just roll right around with it if you cut that kind of a turning pattern. And cut off all the excess. Alright, all our parts glassed.